I'm Roberto LoRusso from Red Arms, and this is episode 6 of Robertones. So on this episode of Robertones, we're doing something a little bit different. Jared has brought over his DS1. That's right, you heard me correctly. The Boss DS1, probably the most overrated distortion pedal in history. Sorry, boss. But Jared has informed me that you can do a pretty radical modification. I also have a DS1. I've had this DS1 for God only knows how long, and it's been sitting on my shelf for God only knows how long. But there is a special, neat little modification that you can do with this, which completely changes the sound of the DS1 to make it something, well, personally usable. So we're going to do a shootout between the stock DS1 and the modified DS1, and it should be pretty awesome.
Unbelievably easy. So easy.
Once again, let's do a quick recap of the gear that we're going to be using. We have the Hiwatt Custom 100 from the mid-70s, the Trainer TS200 from the late 70s. We have the Epiphone Sheridan 2, and my pedal board.
Alright, so on this side here, we have our stock DS1. It's Rob's 90s DS1. This is my DS1 that I got for 20 bucks. And I wrote on it with Sharpie and called it the Fuzztortion because it sounds awesome.
Yep.
So,
I paid significantly more than $20 for my pedal, and personally I would not pay that much for a DS1 anymore. However, this modification is, forgive the cliche, a game changer. So I'm actually blown away, so I can't wait for you all to hear what this sounds like, because it's remarkable how much better it is. So let's give it a shot here. So
should we start? We're going to start stock.
Yeah, we're going to start stock, so clean first, and then here is the... Go ahead, Jared. Like, okay, here's my thing. All right, let's go back and forth. Like, check this out. This makes no sense. All right, so there's the distorted tone. Shut it off again. What guitar pedal manufacturer says, hey, you know what? When you kick in the distortion, you know what would be really cool? What would be really cool is if you turn the volume down really low. That would be amazing. So now we have the volume set at 12 o'clock. Now crank up the volume as loud as it can go on the stock pedal. All right. Now go clean. And the clean sound is still louder than the distortion, right? That's as loud as you can get, and it makes zero sense. I still do not understand for the life of me why when they designed this, they would have had the output gain stage so quiet. And this isn't even a super high output guitar. I mean, if you use a Les Paul, which is generally a lot hotter, the volume level is remarkably different. And that's what made it pretty much useless. Like, I didn't mind the tone of the pedal, but it just sucked all the volume out. And, you know, frankly, it was a little bit on the muddy side, which would have been okay if it was louder. Anyway, so again, so let's put it back to 12 o'clock there, Jared.
Yep.
You know, don't mean to be throwing shade at Boss, but still. All right, so we've got the clean sound, and so let's kick it back in. All right, so now let's compare that with the modified version of the pedal. Like, ridiculous, so much more usable. Like. God. It's ridiculous. Like,
I mean, yeah, it's kind of weird.
I can't believe how much better it sounds, and all you have to do is cut 2 diodes. That's it. You don't even have to use a soldering iron, right?
And I definitely did not use a soldering iron. I just took some snips, and I was like, okay, D4 and D5, See you later.
So there you have it. That is what I'm planning to do after this demonstration to make that actually a usable pedal. And who knows, it might actually make it to the pedal board.
Oh, well, for sure. Listen to this tone. This is on my modded DS1. I think this is one of the best tones on here.
All right.
I'm going to set the stock one's level just a little bit higher, just so that we can kind of compete with the modded. And we're going to go back and forth again.
All right, here we go.
Stock first here.
So much better. Oh, worst.
So yeah, I mean, pretty sick, eh?
Like,
diodes 4 and 5, just cut them out, rock out. It's so much like more open, and it's like 4 times as loud now, so you don't have to boost it with like a gajillion boost pedals now.
it's ridiculously better. Any case. So folks, thanks again for watching. This is episode 6 with once again my special guest Jared from Heart Attack Kids. So last week we talked about diamond pedals, Canadian made. This week we can reclaim that crappy old DS1 and make it to something usable. I think next week I'm going to focus on maybe some echo pedals. I think we need to get away from the distortion pedals just for at least 1 or 2 episodes. But again, thanks again for watching, and we'll see you again next week. This has been Robertones. Check ya.
See ya.
So now it's time to take the DS1 down to the workshop to see if we can get this modification done and hopefully have this pedal sound as good as Jared's modified one. All right, so let's have at it.